This is Avicii LE7ELS. Welcome.
Come and listen.
Hey guys, this is Avicii. Welcome to this month's show. This is LE7ELS, episode 14. Yeah, so I'm in Ibiza right now, here at Ushuaia. I just finished my set literally like 10 minutes ago, and we're recording here in the studio that they have built this year. Well, I play here at Ushuaia every Sunday, and I keep bringing my friends over here to play with me. Tonight I had Hardwell, last week I had Henrik B, and I have so many guests coming, so it's cool to see everyone come by and hang out here in Ibiza. It's just kind of where everyone is during the summer. Tonight was another really good one. I mean, Ibiza is just getting better and better for me, and this year already these couple of shows I've done made me excited for the rest of the year. Okay, so let's get this thing started with the Kastra remix of If I Lose Myself from OneRepublic.
Listen, levels.
2 French tracks back to back in the mix. This here in the background is the LifeLike remix of Daft Punk's Get Lucky, and before that was Doray with Filtré, the Audrio remix. It's out on Levels. Yeah, Norman is a really good friend of mine. He's one of the guys I've known the longest in the DJ game, and so I'm really happy to be able to do something with him on my label. And I mean, he's super talented and he's such a nice guy and really good friend of mine. So it's really cool to have him with us in the Levels family. I'm touring around Europe at the moment, kind of kicking off my summer, I guess. I did definitely my biggest show I've done in Sweden so far at Bråvalla in Sweden, and it was amazing. It's like 55,000 people and huge stage, huge setup, huge everything. Well, this summer is a bit more relaxed than last summer. It's still kind of busy. I'm still doing around 3-4 shows a week. I mean, last year I did like 5-6 shows a week, so it's like a big difference. But I mean, it's really cool to get back to Europe, and I love Europe in the summer, and all these places that I'm playing, it's like vacation spots. So I get a couple of days off after, and it's just really relaxing to be able to do. Up next on the show is the DubVision remix of I Could Be The One. These guys have taken the original and kind of put their own twist to it and made it a lot harder and louder. I've been kind of opening my sets with it, and it's been working really well. I've done my own kind of edit and stuff of it, and I keep doing new edits of it all the time. Keep updating stuff. So this is I Could Be The One, the DubVision remix.
set you free. Do you think about me when the crowd is gone? It used to be so easy, you and me. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. I could be the one to
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
To Avicii levels. This is Avicii.
Okay, so that was Martin Garrix and TV Noise, Just Some Loops. Well, yeah, so Wake Me Up is number one in like 20 countries or something like that right now, and I keep getting updates about how it's doing, and you know, I'm really happy that it's doing so well, and it's really setting the tone for the album to come out in September, and I think the album is gonna more than live up to the expectations for sure. We've gone back and forth with the track list. I've done maybe 40 tracks or something like that, and nailed it down to like 9, and each track is different and it's kind of its own twist. I'm really happy with the album because it's also kind of a personal experience for me more than anything. Otherwise I'd just keep releasing singles. I had like a couple of months off and was able to spend them in the studio together with the vocalist and whoever I was collaborating with, like Nile, Rodgers, or Aloe, Blacc, and Mike Einziger, etc. So like it's really been a great experience, and you know, I'm definitely kind of developing my own sound and my own kind of musical knowledge in general, I think, because of all of these different people I'm working with, and they're so talented and have so much experience. Someone like Nile Rodgers, he's just such an amazing songwriter in general, and with so much experience, and so but still he's still very open-minded to everything, so it's just so much fun.
Levels.
So next up is Knife Party with their track Power Glove. Well, I've been playing that in my sets a lot. I've been encoring with it and stuff, and it's working really well. So here it is, Knife Party with Power Glove.
You're in tune to Avicii Levels. Is Avicii. Tune to Avicii Levels. Avicii in the mix. Turn on, tune in, listen. Avicii.
So this guy is one to watch. The Norwegian DJ and producer Fehrplay. He's been making some amazing music recently and been releasing a lot of his stuff on Pride Records. And I mean, Eric Prydz is one of my all-time heroes. And I mean, everything that's been put out on Pride of Friends is just keeping really high quality in general. And that's how I first got to hear about Fehrplay. Well, this one is called Phantom, and you can get it now on Pride of Friends.
This is Levels.
I'm going to change the pace a little bit now here on Levels. Up next are my Swedish friends Cassette with their track Cav.
You're in tune to Avicii Levels. This is Levels.
Every breath I take is heavy with the thought of you. The moment I awake, I'm chasing signs. Never give up, I never give up. It's never enough, it's never enough. You're not the one, scared that the sun won't shine on me. I've been holding on for some kind of miracle. I'll be right there if you ever go. Holding on for some kind of miracle. I'll be right there if you ever go. thought of you. The moment I wake, I'm chasing signs. Never give up, I never give up. It's never enough, it's never enough. You're not the one, scared that the sun won't shine on me. I've been holding on for some kind of miracle. I'll be right there if you ever go. Holding on for some kind of miracle. I'll be right there if you ever go.
That's almost it from me for another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this month's show. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, you can at me at Avicii. I read almost everything that you guys write, even though my Twitter game might suffer sometimes. I'm still there and I read everything, and I'm like constantly on it. So if you have anything, you just hit me up. I'm going to end this month's show with a couple of more down-tempo tracks, one remix of a Kaskade track, and then a chilled out remix of my new track, Wake Me Up. So enjoy these, and I'll see you guys next month for the next show.
Coming at you on all levels. Avicii.
Avicii.